I will tell you my story. Our story. What is the reason, you ask? The story needs to be told, and if there is no one left to tell it, its meaning will be lost. Why now, you ask, when all lies shattered around us? Yes, you are right. But we are at the end of times, and when something ends, something else begins. So my story might yet live on in this world. They gave me different names. They called me the hero, the one who sacrificed everything to save the people and the land. They called me the destroyer, who betrayed the trust of all races and brought the end of times. I am both, and I am neither. I want you to hear me, see through my eyes, understand the reasons for the things I have done. And before I pass from this world, I need to be judged. I need you to judge me.
Ooh, what an intro to a good game. So, welcome to Tower of Time. If you haven't heard this game before, it is a strategy RPG, like, with real-time pausing. It's not turn-based, it's more like RTS is pausing. It's developed by an indie developer, and it's got like a lot of story to it. I think it's like 80 hours of content. It's like a dungeon crawler thing. Bunch of choices as matters. You have enlightenment, which is like your relationship with your companions. It's a bunch of leveling up, upgrading like buildings and everything. And it has a different, instead of XP system, you upgrade with gold to train your guys, a bunch of weapons, I don't know. A lot to do. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I think they have a new game coming out, Dark Envoy, which is coming out next year. So let's hit a new game and see what we have in store for us. I am going to play, because I haven't been in this game. I played like a couple of minutes of it and I really enjoyed it. So I had to play normal, but like every single time I always play on a hard setting, and it is doable. I may have to redo battles once or twice, but you can do it. So here we go. So expect to die a lot. Be clever, think outside the box, prepare before each fight, and understand the synergies between the companions. Recommend only if you get familiar with the combat. Good enough. So the default RPG mode is explore the tower and descend to the depths in an effort to save your land. 2 champions at the start. Remaining champions join you during exploration, so like story bits. Leveling is restricted by upgradable class buildings. Main quests are mandatory. Party alignment depends on critical choices and no starting resources. Got it. And here we are. What is this? The Vision.
Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous, we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Oh no, curiosity killed the kid? Not the cat? Oh no. So here we are, the beginning. 25 years ago, the entire morning passed without the sign of a single rabbit. Mary was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. A frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. Oh no. I believe this is like me. Like, I'm kind of Dungeon Master, but this is me like younger, and you'll see. It's kind of cool they tied it in. So the forest lay before you, sundered, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms. Aftermath of the earthquake, 3 days passed. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you move closer. The adult tells stories of the world regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just a look, you convince yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emitting a dazzling blue light. Ooh, sparkly. Against your better judgment, you squeeze through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known. Alright. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about the old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to the old times, don't touch it. Don't press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. This game is heavy story based, like you're gonna have a bunch of like cutscenes or like your kid bands talking about each other. It's pretty cool. Not enough people cover this game. It's kind of hard to find on YouTube. So, they're scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. And let's look around. So again, you move around by holding like the other game I was playing, which was called Disciples of Liberation. You know, it's one of those you hold around and you move. So again, that was a fun game I recommend. I've been real into turn-based or like party-based RPGs late. So I'm having fun with them. I didn't even do Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny. Those are on my list still. So we're just gonna walk through. And here's a map down here. In the bit I play, there'd be like X's for points of interest, and there'd be like marked the chest, but it won't mark gold. But I don't think I get anything here. So as you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life and it speaks. Oh, statue. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Machinist. Please state your business, and that's what he looks like, okay? I just want to look around. The first Machinist awaits you. Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the king under the mountain. Ooh, a dwarf maybe? Who? No. Wait a second. I am just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around. Then there was The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. They were expecting me. Maybe I'll just go back the way I came. Please, stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. Oh, you frightened me? You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Where's your guardians? So let's move up here. So as you move, you discover the map. And I see there's nothing, but wow, hey, I'm out of control. Why don't? Oh, whatever. Ooh, a throne. Below lies you a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. See, in the bits I played of this, I skipped all the stories, so this is all fresh for me. So, mysterious voice. Fear is a gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage, your destiny beckons. Hey, looks like that guy from the beginning. Who are you? What is this place? Come to me. Time is nigh. Man, he looks evil. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far below washes over your arm. Sweat breaks across your brow as you force yourself back step by step. The voice vanishes, but the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. You look around for a safe way down. And I do love the way they explain how you control your party members as you being like me and this boy. And it has a cool story to like give you that, oh, he just doesn't like read. Ah, that's cool. You'll find out. So then we come down here, we got some blue crystals. Looks like we got some guardians down there. Nothing over here, can't interact because it's like the bit, like even if you could grab stuff, I don't think you can keep it, but I don't think there's anything to grab right now. But later on, you're going to be back down there, older, and stuff will kind of change, and stuff won't. I don't know. Graphics look real good for this game. I really enjoy this game. Like I said, it has a perfect difficulty level, even in a hard setting. It's not too frustrating. So here we are. I believe these are the guardians. First guardian. Look, a boy approaches. Second guardian. Another human after all this time? What a mere child? Third guardian. He doesn't have the skill to survive this place. And yet he has come this far. Perhaps he is ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop the power, or others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense it now. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? 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 No, of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter. But of what? I wonder. Tell us, do you always know where to aim your bow? Even with your eyes shut? Ooh, good question. Enough. Leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat. Yet. Yes, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well. Go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. Are you guys like the three fates? No. No, we just walk up the front again. Don't need to explore. We do that in a bit. And we got some statues like you look at them. So first mass, Helena. Held office between 152 to 202 of 5th era, I think. And there's a lot of lore and everything to this game. And it's kind of ones you can skip if you want, because the combat, you don't really need to know a story, but why would you? And up here you saw the crystals, like, there we go, like when I have a town and blowing up and stuff. It's a mysterious voice. Hey boy, you're still a child and yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear. This fear does not rule your heart. There is something else. You are different as I was once so long ago. You are inexperienced, your ability undeveloped, but there is no mistake. A dormant, raw power, an unsuitable match. What, are you gonna retire and take your place? I don't understand. There's much to explain and where I have the will. I do not possess the time and grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to rise the tower again. I must rest now. In time, you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrance in your insatiable desire to return. I feel strange. What are you doing to me? Man, you're making my own destiny for me? Where's my choice? For some day, many days from now, you will return to this tower. Seek me in a dust, and on that day, when my power is recovered, we will talk again. Please let me go. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind. Once you leave this place, but you will return, as surely as seedling reaches for the sun. Go now, run. This place is not safe for children, even for you. Learn thyself, give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready. Okay, a little creepy. I mean, you're just looking at me, now you're kicking me out. It's dangerous. What's going on? Oh no. So war ravages the land. Oh geez, what is this? Is it like a dark heart? Hi. Am I in control, or is this going to walk me back by myself? I don't think they needed that bit. So next chapter is the beginning. Ooh.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature. But I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate.
Oh, poor kid.
One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing.
What a nice dude. Look at that. Now what? Man, I still pretty young.
Here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
Okay. Again, a lot of weight on my shoulder, like most games. And here we are. So this is me. That's what I look like. So you, at long last, just as impressive as I remembered. So that's me. I don't understand why you always have the one pauldron on one side and not the other. He does too. So that's Cain and Maeve. Cain's a tank, / paladin. Maeve's just a hunter / stealthy person. So Maeve, I've never seen anything like this. Such green, healthy looking plants. That's me again. Whether by natural or enchanted means, something about the soil here produces abundant life. The key to our salvation, whoever returns with the secret will be King of Alteria or Queen. Hey Maeve, not Cain. Is this the secret we came for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No, there must be something else there. Where there is one secret, there may be others. The prophet. I mean potential. Here could be limitless. So as you can see, like the tower, we're going to keep on going down and down and down. That's where like the roguelite dungeon part comes in. So yeah. And because we're on permadeath, like when you lose a battle, it takes you to the previous stage, like right outside of battle. So like you can change your character stuff, or sometimes you just move on and skip a battle and come back to it. You're not ready for a certain battle. So if you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maybe I will scout the area before you proceed. No need for unnecessary risk. Come on. Well, appreciate your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. So this place gave me like awesome fighting skills, or did I just train? It was all me. But you're no longer a child, my lord. You're our commander, and we swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking, and scoundrels are of no concern. I'm aware, my lord is a skilled fighter, but this is no matter of regulation and duty. Okay, I shouldn't have to remind you of that. A commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey, and in this instance, assure his welfare. Maeve advice, of course. I cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. So you guys are some of my best commanders? That makes no sense, come on. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall an unease about this place. Strange mechanisms and statues of stone and metal. Something about the crystals. It's difficult to recall. The more I try to remember, the less clear it becomes. As this will beyond my own works against me. I will return to the village now. Call for me once the way is clear. As you command, my lord. Normally I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for her strongest arm and keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. Wah, gentlemen. This is gonna be a long journey. You already forget what happened last time you could call me that? Well, what happened? She beat you up, dude? Because my money's on her. Look at that. She has an arrow. She just how to cut you. And, ooh, there's a statue here. So, Maeve. So tell me more about my lord. You know him far longer than I. And Cain. Well, for one, he wasn't a highborn. He earned the king's respect in his position through service and skill. He had been in the king's guard just over 5 years when he first joined. A formidable fighter and quick learner. He showed immediate potential, but he often had this odd, distant look in his eyes. So odd, to tell you the truth, it spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land, or are we on a fool's errand? When you have spilled blood with a man on the battlefield, you know his mettle. Maeve, I don't know what awaits us here, but I can tell you one thing. Whatever he is seeking in this place, he believes it would help us all. That's good enough for me? True. Man, it's gonna be a long episode. There's so much lore to this game. Broken statue. This broken statue is made of smooth, glass-like stone, the likes of which have never been seen before. Next to it, there is a wooden sign with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the great northern forest, why Charles seeks the boon of Frefchuk. Whisper to her name of her dearest, and gain grace of will and strength of oak. What's the matter, Cain? Don't you think it would work if you whisper your own name? Feels like a rather naive superstition. Besides, we have no time for conversing with a lump of rock. Let's go. Shh. Line up, shield guard. I was just joking. Yeah. Alright. So off we go. Man, this is gonna be a long episode. I want to keep all the lore. So here's the gold. Like I said, it's very useful for training our people because it's not XP, it's gold you use. You also use gold to buy stuff. Use gold to unlock buildings so you can level up your characters more. There's so much to do. Not enough time. And some more gold. So yeah, I don't... Oh, Cain. So by the great spirits, what is this? This water is so clear you can see straight through it. It tastes sweet too. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. Have you ever seen fruit trees like that? Alright, I see gold. You ever see gold like that? Yeah, gold. I need that. Alright. So now, come over here. There's an ancient scroll. Your champions find a scrap of Vihim half buried in the soil here. They can barely make out some of the faded text. I've traversed this vast cavern 5 times over, and now no, there's no way out. What have they done? Where are all the people? I was sitting with the quartermaster praising the gods for the fine price being offered for my crops. Next moment, everything went dark. I woke after who knows how long to find the middle of the page is ruined by a few lines of readable. Elena, and I know I will never see our little valley again. We kept the seeds from all your plum trees and planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. Planted 3, one for you and one for each of our children. Oh, so this is a tree planet. If a merchant would pay a week's wage for a pitcher of wet water, they give me half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. If you don't have any second thoughts about drinking the water here, take a bite. They're amazing. I'll take your word for it. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Alright. So we got some gold there. Make sure I collect all this gold. I know secret passage. There are that bits of it, so when you read books and lore, you may want to listen. And looks like we're good. And going across bridge for our first fight, and that's where that's where we fight them. Because the combat's pretty cool, and I have it set to pausing. You can have it set to like slow mo when you pause, but I like pause. So it looks like you were right. Like Courier are also up ahead. There's skeletons, so something's not right. Why are they just standing there? One way or another, I get them to move. Get behind me. As Cain and Maeve come closer, the torchlight reveals fleshless soldiers of the long-dead kingdom. Those are no outlaws by the great spirits. What are they? And fighting we go. Oh, we gotta walk into it? So yeah, if I would lose this fight, it would put me back at the other entrances, so prepare for battle. We got Risen Warrior, Risen Archer, and Risen Devil. I don't know if that's like difficulty on them, or there's one of each. So you can see your damage, you can see everything you need about them. So if you have certain characters, like you could change a party, if you did like see he's weak against fire, so you kind of do that. You can do details, but we're fine. Defeat a small group, what appears to be walking skeletons fight.
May the light guide your path.
Yes, it will.
Never miss.
Alright, so here we go. So it tells you a percentage rate to fight, and enemy's health minus 30, and so we start battle. So they're going to come out there. So tip 1, unit position. Position your units, move Cain to a position where you can intercept enemies. He has high armor and can take a lot of punishment. Keep Maven back so she can deal death from afar unchallenged. When enemies come to you, don't rush, wait and observe. In Tower of Time, the we fuck doesn't matter, only your technical awareness and observation skills. Tip 2, threat mechanics. Your champions generate threat when dealing damage. Melee attacks generate 150 threat, and some skills generate extra fret, so they prioritize certain characters. Enemies attack targets with the highest threat. Each enemy has its own hate list when they are switching targets indicated by a monster icon. Over their head. Here, one enemy is breaking from Kain and moves to attack Mei because she's doing more damage, I guess? And target lines. In tactical mode, spacebar, which is my pause, you can see red lines showing which champion is currently targeted by each enemy. This is a very important part of combat. Let Kain do his job, make all enemies focus on him. You can switch between soul time and pause anytime in the menu. We recommend soul time. I'm doing pause. So, you regen health and everything outside combat, and if one person dies, it'd be perfectly fine. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, combat stances. There are 2 common stances that affect how champions behave on their own. In stand ground, units will never move by themselves, which is useful if you want to group them together, i.e. for healing or effect. In move attack, they automatically attack the closest enemy by moving themselves if needed. Alright, so tip 5, champion skills. Some skills require a second click to confirm the cast area on the screen, like buffs, while others require marking the target area and confirming the cast. Enemies in the range of a skill or highlight. Don't waste mana needlessly. It takes forever to regenerate. She got 0.5 mana regen. It takes forever. You regenerate slowly in early game. Use skills efficiently maximizing the number of targets. And enemy skills for tip 6. Certain enemy skills will target the ground. Red circles show an area of impact. Move your champions outside the range, interrupt the cast, or break the channel. So red's bad. Certain effects like blind, daze, stun, freeze, as well as gravity effects pull and push to do that. And battlegrounds. The key to victory on higher difficulties is to use both the battleground terrain and skills which affect more to advantage. So yeah, if they're like life drain or doing something, you can hide behind rocks, and I believe Kain can make his own rock to stop it and make choke points. So look for choke points and natural objects if your champions are low on health or mana. Withdraw them to a safe location until they recover. And here we go, that was pause. So as you see, he's targeting that guy. So I'm gonna have her click on icon, her shoot at him, and if I hit this, she will automatically do it. We can do time faster. And I'm gonna have him just come here, cause he's melee. So she's gonna shoot for now. Keep on shooting, make him come to me, and now let's just attack. Hey, you, let's let you do their special thing, and so we can kill him. He's dead. So we pause. I want her to attack this dude, and Kain again to stay right here. I'm hoping you can hit with self, which is good. So we hit Q, and we go after all of them. Now he takes that. Now once we kill this person, Kain, you go after that person. You, if you hit W, it affects everyone. So I should probably do when there's 3 of them. So as she says, she's gonna change target. Good damage. She's using mana for it though. We do want to kill these people quick. Kain can re-heal himself. So I'm not too worried about how much damage he's gonna take. Alright, now I am. Yeah. Alright, archers now. So have you shoot them, and Kain, once you're done healing, you gotta get out of there. Just take unnecessary damage. Make the archers come closer.
Right between the eyes.
Oh wait, shoot me. Oh, sorry. No, I don't want you moving. Kain, get back. Make them come to you. Because you don't want to take health damage right now. I'm at 53%. Alright. This person's shooting at him still. So, keep on coming. She should be what are you doing, girl? Did I click off you on accident? Attack that person. Alright. Make him go behind. Yes. Now let's charge in. Alright, she took some damage, but she shouldn't take any damage next range.
Yes.
Fire casters. Attack. Kain, you're going to go attack. So you're going to Q and dash on him.
Right between the eyes.
And now she's going to take some damage, but it's fine. I really want my W up. There we go. So I attack everyone and hopefully help Kain out. Kain, how are you doing? Oh, there's a special. Get out of there. Now we kill. Oh, make sure we're out of that. I think we are. He cannot heal right now. We need more mana. He's dead. And that's 100%. Look at that. And that's on the hardest setting in first battle. So battle results. Victory. You found steel boots of carnage, 10 gold, and some crystal. I don't know what it's used for. DPS, she did better because he was mostly kiting. Damage done, of course, she did better. Damage received, he should have took more. Damage melee, that's armor, and self-healing, he did 82. And you can do more if you want to really see. A lot of detail. So there we have it. Kain, if I had not seen with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, that had risen from the ground. What evil is this? Such undying determination, Maeve. Yeah. She's like, what? Look, there the severed arm still twitches and continuing the fight. I'm just glad that it fell easy enough to blade an arrow. Alright. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use too close to the front line, and your presence only distracts me from battle. What, you looking at our blood or something? What's wrong with you, dude? We just dispatched a living dead and you're lecturing me over tactics. Really, Kane? Sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you fought there were ordinary outlaws and led us right to them. Huh. Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with ability. This time. Whatever you say, Kane. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet. We have our duty to complete. Let's just continue and see what lies ahead. So equip an item, press the icon on the top of the screen or I key to exit the inventory management screen. So we can dismantle. So inventory is shared between all champions. Each hero has basic equipment right. When you remove any magical item from the character slot, so there's always has some default skill or gear. That's nice. Even if you like removed it, you can't dismantle it. It's just gonna stay there. So if an item cannot be used by given champion, class restriction is marked red. You cannot sell an item, but you can destroy them to recover some resources. To dismantle an item, click the dismantle button, then click the item you wish to dismantle. Itemization is very rich in Tower of Time. There are several statistics which can be attached to an item. Next to an item, there are several small gray boxes, which indicates the number of possible upgrades in the item forge that this item can receive. It'll explain later when you get access to this technology. It's around like magical forges around, and you can get an upgrade in their one uses, I believe is what they're talking about. You may be able to upgrade like your own like camp. Number on the icon, in this case I, indicates item tier, okay? One name. So each item can roll either a prefix or affix. Green items are both of them, blue and purple items, and legendary of course is orange. An example below, one weapon is of sparks, which adds 1 to 3 air damage, while other is jagged. Jagged bullets, armored penetration, you can see. One example of specification is that 2-handed melee weapons have cleave damage. When you attack an enemy of the primary target is also applied to all enemies in a cone area in front. As you get access to higher items, new statistics can roll. Some low with negative impact. Alright. So the boots are for her. There we go. So like she has a white already, but if I replace it, so I take it off, so that does 2 armor. And this does 2, but it does more resistance and get movement speed, and this doesn't. So yeah, it goes up. And you can level them up in skill trees. So we have unspec kills, so we can use it. So you have 1 unused skill point and up to select 1 enhancement effect for one of the skills. Each skill has 2 alternate enhancement paths. It usually differs significantly. One path enhances destructive effect of the skill, while the other gives a crowd control effects. Next example, one path increases fire single target damage, or turns into small AoE. Okay? I believe you can refund all of it, so you can change it on the wall. Mastery influences certain parameter of the skills. This is indicated by a number in X. In this sample, base effect of the skill is 3, but mastery effect is 4. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to use this one mostly. So we get more damage to air, push enemies back, and push strength to weak, or we can blind them. More damage. So you click on it, and now you can see a 1 point refund, so I can change that at will. It's not a big deal. So you can reset all skills, and it just builds back. So that's the cool part about it. But I believe when it comes to the actual character you can't. In primary party alignment, it's like relationship, so it describes the general attitude of each champion towards yourself, the main quest, and also towards each other. Influenced by critical choices, and you will see when a critical choice comes. And morale. Alignment directly influences your party morale in combat. They can support each other, granting the whole party bears positive buffs. Or they can bring everyone down with their attitude, decreasing party buffs. The Kane gives me +3 armor, she gives me attack speed. You make choice into the shields, like Kane does armor, she does attack speed, and they would, yeah. So my character sheet, you have 3 unused attributes. You can see the effect of each point by observing numbers on the right hand side when you press +1. Hover over the attribute to see its detail, yeah, and you hit approve. So speed does, I believe it does DPS, strength does a weapon damage, and mastery, what does this do? It at 10 also creates mana regeneration. It increases my skill power, and life gives me more con. And once you get plus more than 10, you get earth and air hurdles. Which, do I want to go hit points all the way? I don't want to go speed, get my DPS up, and then I can decrease skill to cooldown. Cool. Attack speed could be pretty cool. I'm gonna get her to 10 attack speed and 10 life, and then try to get everything 10 to get the small bonus at first. So approve. I believe that's it for her. Now for him, on the other hand, I'm doing my con. I want to get to 10. And for his skill tree, Stone Wall is like you can block lines. Like healing, though, on the other hand, I want healing, but I cannot do this for another level because he's in my healer at first because I don't have another one. So I can either do -10 points of stamina, or mana cost, sorry, and cooldown, or damage +20, radius +1, and pull strength. Yeah, That's my engager, and once I use it, I'm there. I guess I can use it to get out of the fight. That's fine. So now, we exile that, and I think I'm gonna here. If you want me to play this game some more, I would love to. I really enjoy this game. If not, I'll play off camera by myself. Tell me in the comment section. Links in the description. You want this game for yourself. So like always, thanks for watching. Hey, have a great day. Comment below, and bye. Did you like the longer video? I mean, granted, the first 20 minutes, all lore, I kind of just sat there and watched with you.